Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Angelica and I'm here to share a little announcement with you. And it has been a while, guys. I have been a little MIA, but all for great reasons. And I'm excited to share some exciting news. But before I do, I am Angelica. I am a boudoir maternity photographer here in Jacksonville, Florida, and I specialize in empowering women in every season of their life. I have a studio here in our Riverside area, and I've been doing photography for over a decade. It has been a wild ride, but I have enjoyed every single step of the way. And last year, I actually launched my education business, Angelica Pompy Education. And this last year has been a fun and exciting and kind of self-discovery kind of thing. So before I share the announcement, I need to give you a little bit of a backstory so you can kind of understand, to know how we got here today and why things are kind of unfolding the way they are. When it came to launching Angelica Pompy Education, APE for short, I really didn't know how exactly I wanted to do with that brand. I just knew that it was something that I was super passionate about, is teaching other photographers and making it like its own entity. And so I decided to separate my education from my photography business last summer, and it has been super exciting. I have been able to serve over 100 students. Yay! And through that, I also wanted to do a lot of self-discovery as far as what is my teaching style? What kind of speaking engagements do I enjoy? When I initially launched my APE education business, it was to the public. I was a photographer educator. I had a couple courses around photography, some templates, and then I also launched my quarterly content planner, which is my signature style for planning my content quarterly. So if you want information on that, the link will be in the description below. As I was doing this, I was doing things online, and then I started doing some things locally. I felt called to do this because I was really wanted to figure out what did I desire and how I wanted to be represented as Angelica Pompy Education. This was a new concept for me. It's a new business. And I genuinely didn't know what I wanted to be known for. I knew I was good at business because I clearly have a successful photography business, and I also helped launch 2 other businesses of our own. And I loved all things business, but people would ask me, Angelica, what do you want to be known for? I'm like, oh, I don't know. So what I did locally for the last couple months, my first couple months of doing this in-person workshops were for photographers. And I taught some classes in the morning and in the evening. And then over time, the last couple months of the year last year, I also taught some classes kind of more generic around business, entrepreneurship. And while I was doing that, one of the key things that I was doing with that is really figuring out, kind of doing some A/B testing. When I talk about a certain subject, what pours into my cup? What makes me feel oh my God, I could talk about that subject time and time again. And there were some topics that I talked about that I was like, sis, let me stay in my lane. I know enough about it to implement it in my business, but I'm not a subject matter expert in that, whatever that workshop was. I really was having a hard time showing up on social media. I felt like I wasn't really connected with my photography audience. And so I kind of went down a self-discovery route, and I really kind of brain dumped everything that came to mind when it came to education, what I loved about it, what I loved teaching about it. And I just started putting all this stuff on paper. And so I went to a conference in January of this year, and it was a conference specifically for educators. And I can honestly say I have never been in a space with so many like-minded people that have a successful business and that we're looking into getting the education space or are successful educators already. And that really got my wheels turning. I got a spark under me to kind of really lean into my education business, because prior to this, I was doing coaching, I was doing workshops, but it wasn't for real, if you will. And so I really left that conference so inspired. And I was like, well, what do I want to be known for? And what do I enjoy the most? And so I really did a deep dive. And about 2 months ago, I had a aha moment, and just kind of God has spoke to me, and I was like, whoa, I think I know what I want to do. But it's one of those things where it's kind of scary, and I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. I'm not going to make the call yet. something else has to kind of happen for it to be like, let's call it shots and let's make the move. And about a month ago, I had the opportunity to pitch an idea about a concept that I wanted to bring forth as an offering for my education brand. And so as I was kind of explaining that concept, I was doing my pitch more so for market research. At that very moment, y'all, I had to do a little praise dance. I'm going to share it right here. But that was like that exact moment where it was like a breakthrough. So all the things that I was feeling and wanting to do with APE was starting to come to fruition. And at that very moment, it clicked that I'm doing the thing that's in my calling. As soon as I left my pitch, I went straight to my room and I sent a Voxer to my coach. And I was like, we're doing it, girl. We're pivoting. And you're probably thinking, Angelica, you haven't even been in business for a year yet. And that is the beauty of entrepreneurship, is that we have the power to pivot at any time, because I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I felt like it was hard for me to show up. And if you know me and you follow me on social media for any given amount of time, you know, like social media is my jam. And it felt so hard for me to show up. Like it was wild. And I was really trying to pinpoint like why that was. I never feel like this. Like I love social media. I love connecting with people in the community. And I'm here to tell you that I am no longer identifying as a photographer educator, but I am a business coach and marketing strategist for female creative entrepreneurs. Yay! So exciting. I am so pumped about this because I have felt called to serve to this capacity, to that demographic. Every single time I show up in a space with female boss babes, they are just feeling so inspired and empowered from the context that I'm sharing with them. I love seeing women elevate. I'm a really big believer, community over competition. That is what I praise from the rooftops about business. And I just am ready to pour everything I know about business into other creative female entrepreneurs. We are capable of so many incredible things, and it is amazing to have a community around you to do that with. This kind of is part 2 of my announcement. I have an incredible offering I'm so pumped to share about. Not ready to spill all the details just yet, but if you want to know, first dibs are the people going to be on the email list to get to know and have an opportunity to join this offering that I'm going to have, which is launching next quarter. And so if you're interested, the link in the description below will be the email sign up, so you can sign up and get more information about the new offering. Just know that what I am creating for this community of creatives, it's going to be like next level. I love education, and I know how much value it has for female entrepreneurs, specifically, like having your community and what that can look like for you when you have a strong community around you. And so I'm going to leave it there, but this is on to a new journey. So now I'm identifying as a business coach and marketing strategist, and I help women build a business confidently through marketing strategies to secure the bag. Show me the shmoney. So with that being said, the content here moving forward is going to be all things business and marketing for creative female entrepreneurs. So if that is you, be sure to subscribe and get ready, queen, because the content on YouTube is about to be next level. Until next time, biz bestie, bye.